Time to select a stage. Our stage has been decided. Next up are the characters.
Are you worthy, guy? Think you could break my defense?
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight. Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Let's get round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Starts off zoning with fireballs. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Trips him up. Throws him down. The super armor does its job. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Takes a trip. With KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Oh! He lands a punish counter for the first hit. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Jumps in. Sonic Boom springs forward with the drive rush. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 1 picks the air throw. What'll happen here? Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Smart play with the throw. They're going for the super art? Not much life difference. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. The low. Checks him with the boom. Player 2 hits the drive. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Burnout activates. A real test of what a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Hits them with a stop and pop. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Jump! Ooh, does them dirty. Good decision with that throw. Oh man, this is a scary range. Shoot their shot! Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 is inserting more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Snatches them with simple calamity. We're about to see a fool when he really means business. What's next? Can they break through with a solid puncher? Noticeable life lead. Will it be the damage or the setup? Puts a bit of stick. Oh, it's enough. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Huddle. Hits them with a stop and pop. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. The fighters continue to check each other in the early goings. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Next up, Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Did this super art connect? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Ends with a projectile. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. And lands a punish counter for the first hit. Medium kick hits. Huddle. Burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Smart play with the throw. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Sonic Boom. Took him to the... just goes for it at this range. All the throw connects. Both fighters uses their drive gauge. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Soba to pin him down. Player 1 can't afford to read the jump in perfectly. Dangerous range here. Closes it out. Here's the real fight starts now. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Jumps up. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Player 1, drive rush. Sonic boom. What are they gonna do? Solid anti-air. Jump in. Hits him with a stopping bomb. All in with a rush. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Hadouken! Down on life. They gotta make a move. What a finish! Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The impact doesn't do anything. The super down to the wire. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Deal some damage with that quick combo. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Tries to bait him with the projectile. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. Player 2 has the meter lead. The throw misses. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Drive gauge finally recovers. Hold your breath. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Opts to spend the super meter here. A clean KO. Nice meter awareness. In there. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Oh, burnout triggered! Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout. Just go for it at this range. Going in? Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear. Rolls out the Sobot. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Crowns him from above. Still slugging it out at this range. They gotta dig down, trying to make something happen with an over. What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Dakuhado. Caught in the crossover. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Tom beats it up with a combo into super. All right, what's coming up next? Slips the grab. Blocks the ambiguous crossover. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Experiencing burnout. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 with a good start to the fight. But can they keep it up? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Somersault kick stops them cold. Going in. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Blocks the cross-up. Good read. Jumps in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. This springs forward with the drive rush. Time to reassess the situation. Checks him with the boom. Burnout triggered. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Upping the pressure with these baby booms. What'll happen here? Burnout activates. They get the stun. This is a huge opportunity to end the round quickly. That back row was huge. Player 2 can shift them for the win. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Round 1.
Another rematch. These two are really getting into it. Which way you gonna block? Medium kick hits. Projectile to try and change the situation. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Good anti-air. What are they thinking here? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Drive reversal block. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They're at the center of the stage. Gets them. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jump. Great work finding the opening. Projectile to try and change the situation. Oh, says no to the impact. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Denies the jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Doesn't miss a beat. Huddle. Both fighters planning something? Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Sonic boom. The drive impact doesn't work. Pokes with pumps the brakes on the impact. Perfect input on the sonic boom. Full SA meters on deck for both those solid puncher. Expect to see some added pressure here. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Oh, burnout triggered. Now they can use drive. Fires off Hadouken. Excellent block. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Burns out. Who's gonna take it? Saw it all. Perfect input. Execute fast shots. Flatlines them. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Oh, says no to the impact. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. No good up high. Player 1 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Both fighters at even health. The jump-in is denied. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Can't tech the throw. Burnout activates. Zanku Hadouken. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Both players all out of drive gauge. Upping the pressure with these baby booms. Their spacing is the projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The super doesn't hit. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 1 has a slight life lead. That last round was all about close quarters combat. They really took it to each other. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Oh, burnout triggered. A quick breather. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Sonic boom. Zones with the fire. Both fighters planning something? Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump impact. squat! Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Can this drive bring them back? They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Excellent block! Can they create an opportunity for them? Knew the throw was coming! Not much anti-air in this one! Sakuhado! Player 1 can't use any knocks him out of the air! Player 2 can't let this chip closes it out! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet! Let's believe it's time for that comeback! Nice parry! That drive impact doesn't get through. Gets a good read on their opponent. Solid combo. Good job blocking. They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. All right, what's coming up next? Absorbed down to the wire. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Takes a trip. Next hit will end the round. Heading into the end game now. Smart choice to use that attack to do chip damage and get the KO to take the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Impacts are no-go. Sonic Boom springs forward with the drive rush. Checks him with the boom. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Hits him with a stop and bop. Connects with medium kick. Burnout activated. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Looking for a chance. Going in. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. They trade hits. Barely blocks the jump in. Big throws. A quick breather. But sets up with the jump in. Getting up close and personal. Catches out the cage right there. Hadouken. The drive impact doesn't work. In attack range. And whip. They're wide open. Big gauge difference here. And both fighters are almost done. Fights back with authority. What a stiff counter. It's like they knew exactly what was going to happen. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Oh my god, what a throw tech! Blocks the impact. Good somersault kick. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 is working. Can this drive bring them back? You've got to be mindful of reach and jumping. Betting it all on the drive rush. Were they baiting them into that? All in with the rush. Crowns them from above. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. The throw is denied. Can they break through with a solid puncher? Wrecks them. Breaks them. Both sides getting ready. Perfect boom with finesse. Westbrook drives and back misses. Throws them. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Impact squat. Denies the jump in attempt. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in the fight. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Medium kick. Impacts are no-go. Checks him with the projectile. Ooh, what's this? Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player 2 chases him down. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Oh, whiffs the throw. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Grabs them. Taking stock. Medium kick hits. Both can end the round now. Experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Player 2, the kick hit! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks with a medium kick. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 has the life advantage. The corner makes it hard to escape. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Super hearts on deck for both parties. Burnout activates. Player 1 is going for the missile. Goes for the jump in. Draw critical. What's gonna happen? Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical to deal the cash money damage they need. Perfect input. Execution is up. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive on. That was the highest if I've ever seen. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Start things off with a jump in. Moves the holy and whip. They're wide open. They're back into the corner now. Player 2, nothing stops this train. Player 1 has got to work. Man, stop. What were they thinking? Player 1 drops them hard. Getting up close and personal. Jump. All in with a rush. They've got about half punch. Knew the throw was coming. Hadouken. Player 1 is a burnout impact squat. Somersault kick to take them head on. Checking with the fireman. How will they react? Nothing stops this train. There's the burnout. They were sitting on their feet, but they had it all planned out. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Uses the target combo as a filler. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 chases them down. Throws them. What's next? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Was looking for that jump attack. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Projectile to try and change the situation. At this range, many attacks can connect yet. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Hold your breath. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Very slick with the combo. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Brushes that off and keeps going. Drive rush to keep it going. What'll happen here? Burnout activates. Zankuhado. Player 1 spends a little game with a Misatsuko Hado. Big throw. Knockdown upping the pressure with his baby boom. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Hits him with a stop and bop. All in with a rush. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. A single hit will do it. Excellent block. Their spacing is so on point right now. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was going to happen. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Nice tech. Throws out a projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What are they thinking? Impacts a no-go. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. That drive impact is blocked. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. They trade it. Sees it coming and burnout activates. Alright, what's coming up next? Projectile to try and change the situation. Heading into the end with KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Throws them to negate the block. Hits them with a stop and bop. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Springs forward with the drive rush. The engagement here will have a drive rush to keep it going. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Risky up-close scrap still going. Sonic boom. Pokes with a medium kick. Goes for the throw. Both fighters planning something. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Oh, burnout triggered. Neither fighter reads the jump in perfectly. They're going for the super art. What was just what they were after. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Sonic boom. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Okay, keep drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides getting ready. Fires off on the first. Changes the pace with the fire. Nothing stops this train. Are we going to see a comeback here? This is so tense. There's a burnout. Excellent connects with the throw. Ugh, what a finish. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Grabs and throws them away. Looks like they want to put it. Oh, burnout triggered. Parries the projectile. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Sticks the combo. Knockdown. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Projectile to try and change the situation. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Taking stock. Will this super art connect? Big low reaching heavy. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 sneaks in the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Who's going to start things off? Checks him with the boom. Throws for upper, springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Taking stock. Sonic boom. The impact doesn't do anything. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive loop, popping the pressure with these baby booms. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Burnout activates. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Still scrapping for control of the space. Drops them hard. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Checks with pumps the brakes on the impact. Connects with the throw. Amazing. Any mistake here is gonna be big. Escapes with the reversal. What turns out? Close range projectile. Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? Sonic blade to steal a turn. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Who's gonna take it? Okay, here racing. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish!
I am the true master of the fist.
Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt. Oh! Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Grabs them, Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Burnout activates. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Jumps in. Demon Raid. Quick breather. The Puma's going in. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Stop goes solid puncher. Expect to see some added pressure here. Player 1 has an empty drive through. This is a very precarious situation. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Checks them with the boom. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Both of our combatants experiencing burnout. Going in, player 2 is not in a good... Oh, the throw connects. Life lead is there, but still impact squashed. The jump in is denied. Wraps it up with a throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Uses their drive gauge. Sets up with the jump in. Medium kick hit. Big throws. Drive rush to keep it going. Throws them. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Throws that off. Getting up close and personal. Both sides getting ready. Impact squash. Somersault kick to take them head on. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can they break through with a solid puncher? Player 2, this is gonna hurt. A real test of nerves here. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? They push their way out of the corner. All in with a rush. I can't believe it. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money!
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Oh my, the throw tech! Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Gets the cross up. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Perfect input on a sonic boom. Player 1 has... How will they utilize this? Closing moments of the match. One hit, but it wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them. What's next? Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. Player 1 just goes for it at this range. Goes for the Masada. Goes for the jump in. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. Shuts that down with a parry. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter and hits him with a stopping bomb. Going in, you've got to be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Their life is hanging by a thread. They got it all in with a rush. All the throw connects. Are we gonna see a comeback here? One chance here, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 can't afford closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Solid anti-air. Pokes with a medium impact squash. Both fighters look to set all in with a rush. Carried to the core, throws them. What now? What breaks it? Oh, combo. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Nothing stops this train. Drive rush connects with the throw. Let's loose a boom. There's a burnout. Oh, here we go. Looking for a hole. in their favor with solid puncher. Noticeable life lead. Is the comeback still possible? Okay, nobody blink. Solid, genius read with that throw escape. Player one can't use it. It's over. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Holy! Hits him with a stopping bomb. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. What's the play here? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. That drive impact is blocked. Burnout activates. Player one has the proposed solid puncher. Expect to see some added pressure here. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They may need to spend some meter here in order to close out this round. Player two can't use any more drive without burning out. Up tap to close it. Player two takes up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps in. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Quick springs forward with the drive rush. Took him to the corner in a flash. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Hits them with a stopping block. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Uses the gauge for a super arc. Connect with Sip of Calamity. Kumo ain't tucking you in for bed, but you're going to sleep real fast. Knockdown and just goes for it at this range. Player two needs to use the threat of the picks, the air throw. Life lead is there, but still anyone's medium kick. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Grabs him. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireball. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Takes the chance to hurt him. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? The jump-in is denied. Even with both fighters in burnout, this may be the time to strike and take the round. Player two, kick yes. Drive impact for the win. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Sonic boom. Drive rush to keep it going. Oh, says no to the impact. Going in. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Somersault kick stops them cold. Experiencing burnout. Oh, could be the start of something. No knockdown of the low heavy is blocked. Oh, they're in the corner now. No one finds the target. How will they utilize this? Oh, burnout triggered. Going in. There's a drive impact. All in with a rush. Put the fear of God in him. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits them with a stopping bomb. uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Cross-up block. They timed that just right to get the perfect pair. Taking stock. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. He gets backed into the corner with pressure building. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Heading into the end gauge with a super art connect. Shreds them with a Sonic Hurricane. Nice damage! Sonic Blade to fishbowl reaction. Okay, creating some space here. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive in. A quick breather. Goes for the missile. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Checks with a medium kick. Sonic Boom. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Throws them to negate the block. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. Hits them with a stopping block. Jumps in. Genius read. Springs forward with a drive rush. But burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Looking for a chance. The throw is tech. Akuma going in. Blocks it. Reverse spin kick? Going in? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. There's a burnout. Perfect input on the Sonic Boom. Drive rush to keep it going. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? A fireball at that range? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jump. Smart play with the throw. Throws a fireball. Nothing stops this train. Shows a medium kick. Checks him with the boom. Crowns him from above. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player connects with the throw. Blocks that off! There's a drive impact! Player turning it right up with a super! Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super! Did not miss that chance and takes the round! That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight! It's not over yet! Let's believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Tries to bait him with the projectile. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 2 chases them down. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Drive gauge finally recovers. Knockdown. That drive impact is blocked. Fireball from very long. What's next here? So little life left. Up tap to close it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Sonic Boom. Jumps. They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. Long low attack hits. Hits up the counter. This is going to be springs forward with the drive rush. Going in. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Experiencing burnout. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Somersault kicks. Both fighters planning something? They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Sonic Boom. One chance here may end this match. In there! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. That's a counter. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Links it! Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Player 2, oh! Putting the cherry on top! Takes it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it! Baron Rick tries to act quickly, but with the attack! Oh, here we go! Ooh, what a smart throw! This may turn into a big chance. Okay, here we go. And whip! They're wide open! Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Drives it back, misses! I can't believe it! That fighter was not cleared for takeoff! Player 1 made some smart moves there! Great game! Shakes things up with a fireball. Jumps up. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Knockdown. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Knockdown. Got their eye on the air. Drive gauge goes for the super arc? Taking stock. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Strings it all together. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Well-timed corner switch. Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, burnout triggered! Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Go solid puncher. Expect to see some added pressure here. Time to reassess the situation. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Medium kick hits. That's a counter. That combo did decent damage. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Jump! Sonic boom! Jumps in! A quick breather. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins. Springs forward with the drive rush. Shows a medium kick. Checks with a medium kick. Smart play with the connects with the throw. Experiencing burnout. Noticeable life lead. Somersault kick stops them cold. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Gotta do better than that. Somersault kick to take them head on. Player 2 has won a finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checks him with the boom. Checks him with the projectile. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Difficult situation for a throw. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Holds out with the block. Was looking for that jump attack. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive wheel. Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense. Will this super arc connect? Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sonic boom! Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Connects them with the boom. Knockout and burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Somersault kick stops them cold. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Sankuhado. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with a burnout activates. lifeless. This is gonna get messy. Player 2, that back row was huge. Player 1 can't use all in with a rush. Oh my, the pro tech. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Crowns them from above. Both sides getting ready. Let's loose a boom. Flatlines in. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Brushes off the impact. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Both sides looking for an opening. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Who's gonna make a move? Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art game. Trips him up. Player 1 is just about out of drive on him. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Next up, slips the grab. Checks him with the projectile. The jump in is denied. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Nails the anti-air, springs forward with a drive rush. Jumps up, nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Player 1 will drive run to keep it going. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Goes for the super art. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Shows a medium kick. Can't tech the throw. Medium kick hits. Was looking for that jump attack. Sonic boom. Somersault. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Perfect input, brushes that off and keeps going. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Checks with a medium kick. Can this drive bring them back? Burnout activates. Life lead is there, but still any connects with the throw. Boom! Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Can they break through with a solid puncher? Who will set the bait at this range? Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. They don't have any leeway from it. Turns out. Oh, yup! Oh, that was the highest I've ever seen. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Whiffs the throw. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fire. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Taking stock. Gets the jump in. Gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Shoots off a fireball up close. Checks him with the springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Sonic boom! Goes for the rush. That combo did decent damage. Goes for the burnout activates. A quick breather. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout. Meets them air to air. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. A lot of pressure building up here. And whip! They're wide open. Clutch anti-air. Time to go for excellent block. Adds a bit of OD spicy. Dangerous range here. Impact squash. Can this? What a finish! we're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks him with the springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters breaks it. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They got it, connects with the throw. Amazing. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player 1 needs to wait this out. They are not getting close to each other. Medium kick. Impact squash. Fires off Hadouken. Yo, critical art now. Noticeable life lead is that combo finishes it. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Pokes with a medium kick. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Goes for the fireball. Blocks the jump in. Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Player 1 is just about out of drive after. All right. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Cross-up block. Perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Taking stock. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Okay, they trade hits. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Not having the cross-up. The throw misses. Impact's a no-go. Grabs him. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The jump-in is denied. Holds out with the block. Down to the wire. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Very slick with the combo. Super on deck for both, but springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Checks him, drive rush to keep it going. Goes for the missile. Sneaks in above. The throw missed. Good clutch splash anti-air. Impact squash. Finds the target. Backslid burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides getting ready. Gotta do better than that. If the drive impact doesn't work. Oh my god, let's base out the low kick. There's the burnout. Stacking things in their favor with solid punches. Fires off a medium kick. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Big throw. Nice tech. Shoots off a fireball up close. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. All right. Starts with a jump in. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The combo's there. Absorbs. Oh! There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Takes a trip. Player 2 chases them down. Sonic boom! Brushes off the impact. Perfect boom! Life lead opens up. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Shows a medium kick. Super on deck for both fighters. Hits them with a stop and bop. A quick breather. Jumps up. Down to the wire. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Super Hearts on deck for both fighters. Springs forward with the drive rush. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Blocks the overhead. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Sonic Boom! Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? No! Drive rush! With Super Arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Looking, sets up with the jump in. And he smashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Flatline zone.
I am the true master of the fist.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps up. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Trips them up. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 chases them down. Okay, they trade hits. Had the radar up and running. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Gets the jump in. Holds out with the block. Oh, whiffs the throw. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. Got some big gets. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Grabs them. What'll happen here? Blocks it. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Good job escaping that dangerous corner. All in with a rush. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can. Wow, reads the counter and KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Connects with medium kick. The cross-up connects. Still slugging it out here. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Big counter. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. I guess they both like jumping. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Pokes with a medium kick. Still slugging it out at this range. What'll happen here? They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Medium kick hits. The exchange blows. Super Arts, show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Sit them down with the super. Now that's how you take a round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Jumps? Big counter. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Blocks the jump in. Checks them with the projectile. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Oh, easy tech. The jump in is denied. Gets the jump in. Gets. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Blocks it. Blocks the ambiguous crossover. Medium kick. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Barely blocks the jump in. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Gets the jump in. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Blocks the cross-up. Good read. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Genius read. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Jumps in. What's the next move? Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Oh, the throw connects. A quick breather. Their life is sets up with the jump in. Here comes the corner pressure. Shows a medium kick. Excellent block. The jump in is denied. No! Critical art now? This may turn into a big breakthrough with the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has an attempt to grind out the win? Opens with a jump in? This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Checks with a medium. Hits the drive. Player 1 has the super... Perfect execution with the anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Player 1 still has a chance with overhead, but it won't work. Impact squash. Reed closes it out. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Zones with the fireman. Barely blocks the jump in. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Oh, not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. From up above. Oh, easy tech. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Medium kick hit. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Oh God, this is tense. A quick breather. Quick burnout. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. That combo did decent damage. Hopes with a medium kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Super Hearts on deck for both experiencing burnout. Going in, ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Dangerous range here. Fireball pressure, trying to wear down the opponent. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Back into the corner. What wall splat into the guard break? Both sides getting ready. Doesn't set the throw. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hopes with a medium kick. Gets the jump in. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Overdrive. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Those aren't working here. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes a trip. Player 1 creates a good corner on KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sonic boom. Connects with medium kick. Reverse spin kick. Uses the target combo with a filler. What'll happen here? The fighters return to the middle of the stage. That's a counter. Scrapping it out up close. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Checks him with the boom. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Medium kick hits. A quick breather. Player one, boom, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Okay, here we go. Let's it. Breaks through with the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open, this releases some big damage. Checks with a medium kick. Close range projectile. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Player one goes to the air. A jump. Medium kick. Anti-air in the clutch. Ooh, what a smart throw. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Dangerous range here. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Sticks out a kick. Oh, the throw connects. What now? Perfect input. Execution is on point. Somehow man connects with the throw. What's next? Adds a bit of OD spice there. Throws him from above. The jump all in with a rush. Ugh, take a seat. Are you kidding me? Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Jump. Jumps up. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Holds out with the block. With the forward though, the battle in the corner continues. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Blocks the jump in. Starts with a jump in. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Fantastic reactions there. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Gets them. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Connects with medium kick. Who's going to start things off? Jumps up. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player one is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Can't tech the throw? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Medium kick. Sonic boom. Gets scooped from down low. Smart play with the throw. They're going for the super art. Going in. Player two is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Uses their drive gauge. Gotta be careful, drops them. How did they read that throw? Doing some quick planning? Are we gonna see a comeback? It drops them hard. Player two has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Excellent block. Knew the throw was coming. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Wraps it up with a throw! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Start, crowns them from above. Side throws them. Uses their drive gauge. Goes to the air. All the throw connects. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Quick medium post. Barely blocks the jump in. Anti-air in the clutch. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? What's next? Ooh, what a smart throw. Player one is in burn solid anti-air. Knocks them out of the air. Noticeable life lead is it drops them from the air. Let's loose a boom. Medium kick into. Soothing tries to make something happen with it. Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Big throws. Checks with a medium kick. Scrapping it out up close. Throws them to negate the block. The jump in is denied. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Knockdown. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into...
Just goes for it at this range.
Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Who's going to start things off? Jumps in. Scrapping it out up close. Knockdown and manages to block the jump-in attack. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? Both fighters planning something? Jump barely blocks the jump-in. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Connects with medium. Impact. Squash. Reads the throw and escapes. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Shows the medium kick. Are we gonna see a comeback here? What's next? Oh, yo! Rock super hit! Flatline though. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one.
Fight round.
Open, reads the jump in perfectly. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Drops them hard. Quick medium poke. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Okay, here crowns him from above. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player two comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. Jumps. Acid flame. Connects with medium kick. Got their eye on the air. Okay, they trade hits. Overdrive. All right, what's coming up next? From up above. Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Takes a trip. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Checks him with the boom. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to move up. Digs in deep to get that drive in there. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps in. Checks him with the projectile. Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Takes a trip. Connects with medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. Smart play with the throw. Do they have enough drive gauge? Going in? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish count. Quick breather. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player two is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Manages to block KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.